Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Howdy all, Asshole Consulting here, and we have a ton of video requests to get through, and just please be patient with me. I did like 80 hours of real work in the past 2 weeks. Like, you know, people work 40 hours a week. Can you believe that? Something. Anyway, Ashley was doing a lot of work. It was, dear asshole, this is so and so from Germany, Deutschland. Yeah. Wo ist die Fräuleins? My request boils down to the question if I should move to from Germany ASAP before we get conquered by Muslim savages, or if I should first finish my programming apprenticeship, which will take 3 more years. This request makes only sense if you are aware of the European refugee crisis, of which I am. Disclaimer, I'm neither a Nazi nor a racist. I don't think you have to explain. I think most people on my channel, most sane people, understand that you're importing people from a violent and third world area that just does not have the culture and the norms to get along in Germany. That just doesn't. And this isn't to say, you know, I know a Turkish gal. She's Muslim. She's over in Germany. She's doing fine. There are people that do acclimate or not acclimate. What's the word I'm looking for? Melting pot in, okay, but not in these numbers, and not when they're just from the most violent area of the world. Plus, you should have the right to defend your own country and have your own sovereignty, but not according to world government leaders and your coward Merkel that just fucking sold you guys out. We're not saving you guys a third time. Well, actually, we fought you guys twice. We're not saving you the first time. Germany, we won't save you a first time, nor will we defeat you a third time. First of all, thank you very much for my last In Germany, there is a vocational education system where companies train people for a specific job they want while paying them. It's called apprenticeship. But only blue-collar losers do that. Really? Really only blue-collar losers do that? Yeah, those plumbers and welders that make 6 figures, yeah, they're real losers. Smart kids go to university and study liberal arts. I managed to grab a contract with a fancy company. The program will start at a particular date and will take 2 years. Until then, I will finish my stupid translation degree because the state shoves benefits up my ass for doing so. As soon as I receive my certificate, I will leave Germany. Sounds perfectly fine so far, but do you think that there is enough time left before Europe collapses? Since I am half American, there is another far less comfortable option, heading for the U.S. immediately and going to school while working shitty jobs, and escape again before the U.S. also collapses. No, I don't have relatives that would accommodate me. My apocalyptic concerns might sound paranoid or lunatic, but people here are struck by fear. I even have German Muslim friends who, see, you slam on all the Muslims and you got Muslim friends. It's not that you should watch your words. You got Muslim friends. You got to be nice to them. Who are afraid of these third world savages that Mother Merkel forces on us. I have no clue why our government is pushing for civil war. Your government pushes to have immigrants from third world countries come in, just as they do in our country, just as every first world Western nation does, so that the politicians, specifically the left politicians, in your case it would be Labor, in our case it's the Democrats, so that they will have future voters and a future permanent parasitic dependent welfare class. That is what's exactly happening. You don't need any more articles or books or analysis about it. That's exactly what's happening. And and as far as my analysis go, it's only going to be violence that will end it, unfortunately. Or Americans or Germans could wake up, have some self-respect, and vote in a pro-German party where you have German borders, and a pro-American party where you have American borders, and you actually have self-respect, and you actually don't hate yourselves. But that's not going to happen. Read my post about how women are disproportionately to blame for the collapse of Western civilization. You have too many women that are voting for with their hearts and we can feed the whole world. So that's another reason. So just give it up. Last question, is programming finally a good career decision, or will it not be needed in the precarious world of tomorrow? Sorry for the long email. love your work. Best regards. I won't mention his name. Here's the deal. I would stay in Germany. It's not going to collapse. Germany is the strongest nation in all of Europe. I'm not saying militarily, I'm talking economically. There's a lot. It's going to take a while for the demographics to change. And it's not going to collapse tonight or tomorrow. I mean, I can't be sure. It could collapse tomorrow. But my opinion as a professional asshole consultant is that it will not be collapsing anytime soon. So I would take as much advantage of the German welfare system as those immigrants coming from the Mideast are going to. Get your free education, get all your benefits, get as much education as you can in Germany, and then come to one of two places, the United States or Australia. The United States is much more likely to take you. Australia is a little bit, they're a little bit more stringent. So, yeah. Good night.
Have a good night.
Where were we? Oh, so I would try the United States, and the reason why is that the United States is even larger. We are not as far down the leftist socialist shithole that you guys are, and we can absorb more, and our collapse will be a little bit delayed. Not to mention we have the world's reserve currency. So I think the United States will not collapse in your lifetime. I'm thinking it's not going to collapse in my lifetime. It'll get more and more to the left. It'll get worse and worse and worse, but it won't collapse. Australia, I think, will be, and New Zealand, I'm sorry, by the way. I think those two countries will be kind of like the last ones because they are very stringent with their immigration. And they're islands, essentially. You gotta sail or fly there to get there. And they actually do have a little bit more respect for their integrity and their sovereignty. So that's what I would do. Have the socialists in Germany that don't like themselves and vote to enslave themselves and throw away everything that Germans in Germany and German culture has tried to build up. Have them pay for your shit, and then take your highly trained ass and get over here. The second thing for programming, yes, absolutely, programming is a great skill to have. I don't know if you need to get trained by the Germans to do it. There's always programming boot camp. But you know what? Let them pay for your education. Let them pay for everything. Absolutely, I would absolutely do that. But yes, programming is a good skill. Post-apocalyptic, you're gonna need something a little bit more hands-on. Remember those blue-collar laborers that you were mocking and ridiculing? Yeah, those would be skills to have. So maybe eat some humble pie, and go pick up a trade or two. Learn how to weld, learn how to do electricity, learn how to do some carpentry. But that's something I would do on the side. I don't think the world's going to go dark by the time you could finish all your education in Germany. So, absolutely take advantage of the German people, just like all those Mideast refugees and illegal aliens are taking advantage of them. Get your money and fucking run. Best of luck. Toodles.